Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 2 chess traps that you need to know. So for the first chess trap, this is a chess trap for white. And black sometimes can easily fall for this. This trap is very useful if your elo is like 500 to 600. Advanced players definitely do not fall for this because it would be a big blunder if you did fall for this. But so we start with e4, e5, and then white immediately brings out queen to h5. And black reacts to this in a very different way. Sometimes they just play a normal move, like most played is probably g6, and this is the move where you probably already lost the game. You're going to be up rook. Once you see, if he takes his pawn, which is what white does, it's going to be a check, and you have just forked the king and the rook with your queen. And you will see sometimes like bishop to e7 played, or you might see knight to e7 played, or sometimes you might even see queen to e7 played. But I'm pretty sure the most common is bishop to e7 or knight to e7. They most likely do not want to trade queens, or if they do want to, it's going to fail because then white can just take on h8. And yeah, you can't really do much in this position. They're going to take your knight on the next move, so they're going to defend it with something like king to f8, and yeah, there's nothing much you can do in this position. You can just keep developing your pieces. Yeah, it's very bad for black. You're already up in a lot of material with the rook. So that's the first chess trap. Let's go on to the second one. So welcome back to the second trap. This trap is called the legal trap, and it's actually one of my favorite traps because it's probably the most played trap I've seen. I actually got trapped by this once, and I decided to learn it. I watched a YouTube video on this, and yeah, I got the hang of it, and it's really useful. So white starts by playing e4, and this is actually a trap for white. We have e5, knight to f3, and then knight to c6. This is very common. You'll see this in a game. And then we'll go into the Italian game by playing knight to c4. He's gonna play. He might go into the fielder defense, which is d6, by just moving up his pawn. And this is where the trap actually comes in. And now you're gonna develop your knight. Knight to c3. He's gonna play bishop to g4, pinning your like if you move your knight, he's gonna take your queen. So this is what black normally does. Most players like to do this at the beginning of the game, making sure your queen doesn't get out, staying isolated in that little box next to the king. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna play pawn to h3, and the best line here would be to capture the knight, but some players still like to have the pin on the knight and the queen, so they move back to h5, the bishop. And what you do here is you actually capture the pawn on e5, and this black can capture your queen. And if he does fall for that trap, which he's going to capture on d1, white is completely winning here. As you can see, the bar went all the way up, and white is 100% going to win. Black already lost if he falls for this. So now you're going to check him on f7, and the only legal move he has is to play king to e7, and then you play knight to d5, and that is surprisingly a checkmate. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you use this strat because it is very, very useful, and very, very fun to learn. It's very satisfying when you catch your opponent in a beginner trap like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.